If you are living in Seattle right now, or you're considering moving to Seattle for a tech job, you might be wondering which neighborhoods align best with your office location, your remote work flexibility. Which neighborhoods should you frankly avoid if you're moving here? Well, as a Seattle native who's lived here for over 40 years, I've lived in various neighborhoods and I've helped over hundreds of buyers land in beautiful homes in this region. I have the inside scoop that you need, and I'm excited to share with you which neighborhoods you should consider and which neighborhoods you should avoid. So let's kick things off by pinpointing where the major tech hubs are situated in Seattle and the greater surrounding areas. First off, you got Amazon and you got Meta in South Lake Union. You got Google in Fremont and Kirkland. You got Microsoft in both Seattle and Redmond. And in downtown Seattle, you'll find companies like Zillow, Expedia, Oracle, Salesforce. And actually, the University District is home to numerous startups and tech companies. Bellevue, which is a suburb of Seattle, just directly across Lake Washington, there's just a bridge that separates the two cities. That city hosts a significant tech hub as well. You got places like Microsoft and Amazon and T-Mobile headquarters. And additionally, you're going to find Apple's engineering office in downtown Seattle, Nintendo in Redmond, and there's other tech companies like Hulu, SpaceX, Adobe that really have a strong presence here in this region. And so I remember back in the day when I was a kid growing up here, really the economy went by the way of Boeing. And that was pretty much the only major company we had in the region. And if Boeing was having layoffs, the industry, the economy wasn't doing as well. But now we have so much industry here, and tech plays a major part of that. So that's really exciting. So if you work in tech, you probably know that most people switch companies every 3 to 5 years. And that's why it's crucial, if you're looking for a home, that you want to make sure that you're going to hold on to your home for at least 5 years, because in the Seattle region, that's pretty much a guaranteed recipe, as guaranteed as it gets. Your home is going to appreciate in value quite significantly, because if you look at the last 80 years here in this region, the appreciation rate for the last 80 years, year over year, is 6.9%. So that means you're going to do well, but sometimes there are some storms within real estate and we see some downturns. But by and large, if you hold on to your home for 5 years, you are going to do well. So if you're in tech and you're switching jobs every 3 to 5 years, as long as you're planning on holding on to that home for 5 years, I think you're going to do extremely well. It's also key to make sure that you're located in a place where you can easily get to your current job and possibly the next one. So use Google Maps to check out public transit options and commute times from your neighborhood to your office. Google Maps were all over the place during COVID. I mean, you could commute somewhere that normally would take 30 minutes. You can get there in 10 to 15. People were asking me about commute times back in the day. Now we've actually kind of reverted back to the normal commute times. So when you do look at Google, those times are going to be pretty accurate, and you can gauge how long your commute time is going to be just by looking that up right there. To help you discern which neighborhood is best for you, and it doesn't have to do with just proximity or commute time, there's other factors as well. So I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you a city person or are you a suburb person? That is going to be a key question for you in moving forward with your next home. There are going to be very different experiences. Although the city does have some neighborhoods that offer a suburban feel, and a few of them we're going to mention in this video, they are drastically different experiences. And so let's dive into these neighborhoods. First off, if you're a city person, let's look at those. If you're a city person and you work in tech, you definitely want to check out Capitol Hill and South Lake Union. Both of these neighborhoods are known for their vibrant urban living and their close proximity to all the things that you're going to want to be a part of. Play, work, shopping, all the things. Capitol Hill is full of character with a unique blend of historic homes, new developments, and a variety of dining options. And whether you're into indie boutiques or cozy cafes or a buzzing nightlife, this neighborhood has something for everyone. Personally, since I'm a big coffee guy and I want to be able to walk to a fantastic coffee shop, I would probably pick somewhere near 15th Street in Capitol Hill, which is right next to Victrola Coffee Roasters, which I think is one of the top 3 3 coffee shops in the city. This area of Capitol Hill is a little less crazy in terms of the nightlife. It's a little more low-key, but it still has the amenities that you're gonna want. Some of the grocery stores, some of the coffee shops, and restaurants. So definitely check out 15th Street right near Victrola in the city of Capitol Hill. The neighborhood Capitol Hill is a top choice for young professionals and creatives. Really, it's because they have a diverse range of housing options. They got the historic homes, the craftsman homes, they got the modern townhomes and condos, and the average single-family home here is just over 1.8 million. While condos, you can actually get quite a bargain. You can get them for around 300,000 and up. This neighborhood is really accessible for a whole variety of different budgets, making it a great option for you to consider. South Lake Union, on the other hand, is perfect for those who like the high-rise condo living with all the amenities, the gym, the restaurants, the coffee shop right at the bottom, and they want to be close to the tech sector. We got Meta right there, we got Amazon right there. You can walk to work. It's really a fantastic lifestyle. You got the lake right there, South Lake Union. This is a beautiful part of town. It's a rapidly developing area with an average home price similar to Capitol Hill, around 1.8 million, and the condos there start at about 800,000. Now you're going to be hard pressed to find a single family home in this neighborhood. They do exist, but mostly, like I said, you're going to find the high-rise condo living. Now, South Lake Union isn't just about work and homes. It's also a hub for culture, for dining and entertainment. You're going to find some of the best restaurants there. Whether you're grabbing a bite at one of the trendy restaurants, or you're enjoying some retail therapy, or you're spending your weekend exploring the Museum of History and Industry, or you're on the waterfront, there's always something to do. Me particularly, I love the canoeing on South Lake Union, paddleboarding, maybe even going e-foiling if you really want to get active. Now I want to speak to the hybrid person. This is the person that could go either way. They could either live in the city or live in the suburbs. They want a little bit of both worlds. All right, are you with me? And you want to be close to the tech hub. So which neighborhoods should you choose if you are a hybrid person? Well, I recommend Queen Anne, Wallingford, Green Lake, Columbia City, and North Beacon Hill. Now, Queen Anne is my top recommendation, especially for those who like a family-friendly neighborhood and super close to the hub of the city. Queen Anne is an excellent choice. The neighborhood offers a variety of housing options, from historic homes to modern townhomes, all within a family-friendly atmosphere that includes excellent parks and schools. And the average price here is around 1.7 million, but honestly, it's not difficult to spend over $3 million in this neighborhood. One of my favorite go-to spots in Queen Anne is this restaurant called Bounty Kitchen. It's kind of a farm-to-table-esque type of a restaurant. They got fresh foods, really healthy options. They got great green juices there. So highly recommend checking out Bounty Kitchen if you're in this neighborhood. For a delicious coffee experience, you're going to want to check out Queen Anne Coffee. They got some great go-to options for breakfast, lunch. Obviously, they have excellent coffee. I'm not going to lead you astray. Coffee is my thing. Healthy food options here, so check out Queen Anne Coffee. The name isn't very creative because it's in Queen Anne and they serve coffee, but it works. So check that out. For those who love the outdoors, you should also check out Cary Park. Cary Park is a must visit. It offers some of the best views of the Seattle skyline and the Puget Sound. And families will actually also enjoy Queen Anne Bull Park. It's a great place for sports and outdoor activities. And for everyday needs, like the grocery store, check out Metropolitan Market. They have top tier organic groceries. It's going to be a fantastic place. They also have the best chocolate chip cookie in the world, in my opinion, at their coffee shop at the Metropolitan Market. Definitely want to sample that. Queen Anne's charming neighborhood feel, combined with its close proximity to downtown, truly makes this a special place to live. It's perfect for those who want the vibrant energy of the city, but also a more relaxed, community-oriented environment. If you're a hybrid person, Wallingford is also a great option for you. The average home price in Wallingford starts at about 1.4 million. So it's a little bit more of an affordable option, but they still have a lot of the amenities that you're going to be looking for. Great shops and restaurants there, coffee options. Personal favorite, my wife and I, random fact, love shopping for light fixtures in Wallingford at this place called Harold's, and it's just got some really charming light fixtures there that are pretty unique at that place. Wallingford is a spot that you're going to want to check out. There's lots of great walkable cafes and pubs there, and Wallingford offers a charming small town feel with the convenience of city living. So for you hybrid people, we're talking about Queen Anne, we're talking about Wallingford. Now I want to mention Green Lake. Green Lake is kind of an outdoors paradise, just this beautiful lake that you can rent kayaks and paddle boards on. It's pretty flat walking. You could actually walk around the whole lake. It's paved. There's lots of people having family picnics, and kind of the life of the town centers around Green Lake. Thus, it's called Green Lake. There's lots of great coffee shops and restaurants there. One of my favorites is Retreat Coffee Shop. You should check that out for sure. So the average home price in Green Lake is gonna cost you about $1.6 million. For most of that, you're gonna get these bungalows and old craftsman homes in Green Lake. Some of them have been beautifully updated, but it is one of the more affordable options in the heart of the city that you can live in and still be close to a tech hub. So strongly consider Green Lake. Columbia City is also a neighborhood that you want to consider if you are a hybrid person. Now this is about a 20 to 25 minute commute to the tech sector in downtown. You could either drive or you can take the light rail. They have great public transportation options from this place. They also have a lot of walkable cafes, really nice restaurants like Tutabella Pizzeria. They import their wheat and flour all the way from Italy and a lot of their ingredients. It's high quality pizza. We have Empire Espresso, which is great. They also sell vinyl records here in Columbia City. And we have the Olympia Coffee Roasters, which is a phenomenal high-end coffee shop, which I highly recommend as well. Columbia City is very similar to North Beacon Hill. In both of those neighborhoods, the average price point is about $1.1 million. Columbia City is closer to the lake, so you're gonna be in walking distance to Lake Washington, but North Beacon Hill is a little bit closer to the hub of the city, so I would definitely recommend both of those neighborhoods if you are a hybrid person. Now, if you are a suburb person, then you definitely want to go to the east side. The east side is separated by Lake Washington, and you just take the floating bridge across. It's about a 5-minute commute on the bridge, but it can be a world of difference if there's lots of traffic. But if you are a suburb person, this is where you want to be. You want to be in Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond, Issaquah, and maybe even Botthell. All of these areas are going to be in relative close proximity to the tech sector on the east side. So let's talk about that. First, let's talk about Redmond. Redmond is home to Microsoft, and there is lots of development happening in the city of Redmond, which makes it a great option. It offers proximity to work and the suburban feel with plenty of parks and good schools. The average price of a single family home in Redmond starts at about $1.5 million. And I've had several clients who appreciates Redmond's balance of suburban life and their accessibility. They have the Redmond Town Center right there, some really high-end grocery stores, shops, and restaurants. I grew up playing loads of pickup basketball at this place called Grasslawn Park, which happens to be in the center of Redmond. And this is a beautiful park, not just because it has outdoor basketball, but also because they have a great kids play area, one of the best outdoor jungle gyms in the city right there in Grasslawn Park. So I would highly recommend Redmond for its just family-oriented activities and for its really quick commute time to the tech sector. Now, Bellevue is another top choice if you want to live in the suburbs and close to the tech sector. I really think Bellevue is like the new center of the universe in this particular region. There is so much growth and development happening. There's cranes everywhere developing massive sky rises, and we have lots of tech companies that are already here and more that are on the way. And so the average price of a single family home in Bellevue is around $2 million. My office is in Bellevue, and I can see firsthand the growth and the development happening here. And I would consider neighborhoods like Ennetai, West Bellevue, and even Wilburton as great options. Bellevue is becoming quite the center of the tech scene, and it offers a range range of housing options from luxury condos and single family homes. There is some of the best shopping right in the heart of Bellevue. You can go to Bellevue Square, which is one of my personal favorites. They're gonna have pretty much every shop you want, Nordstrom, Macy's, all the trendy stores. You can get all the boba teas you want there. It's a phenomenal place, and I definitely recommend checking out downtown Bellevue, especially during the Christmas season. They have this parade going down the center of 8th Street. It's called Snowflake Lane. They changed the name of the street in the month of December, and they have an amazing spectacle every night that you're not gonna wanna miss. Next, if you are a suburban person, you're not gonna wanna miss the city of Kirkland. This is a phenomenal place, especially close to the waterfront here. Google has a significant presence in this area. It makes it a convenient option for tech workers. The average price of a single family home in Kirkland is around $1.7 million. Now, I grew up in Kirkland, so I have a special bias for this place, but I often take my out-of-towners that are relocating to this region and I show them Bellevue, I show them Issaquah, I show them Botthell, I show them Redmond, and then I show them Kirkland, and their jaws drop. Why? Because of the downtown waterfront. It is phenomenal. It's just really cute boutique shopping. You can see the stunning Cascade Mountains right there. Not to mention in the summer, people are boating, they're jumping off the docks, they're walking their dogs, there's great coffee, there's great restaurants, and you can get all the diversity of food options in this place. So make sure to go check out Kirkland. And a little tip for you, the closer you can get to the water, the more fun you're gonna have in terms of suburban living. So for my clients that want to live in the suburbs and want a little bit more walkability, I might refer to them the Issaquah Highlands. There's some new development happening there, new construction. This place has a movie theater. It's got all the grocery stores, the coffee shops, everything you want right there in that town. And they are about a 5 to 10 minute drive from some of the best hiking in the region. And if you just drive another 30 minutes from Issaquah Highlands, you can be on the slopes, snow skiing, you can be snowboarding, snowshoeing, you're deep in the mountains, just about a 30-minute drive. It's a whole different world, and it's a beautiful place to live. Now, the commutes are pretty easy from Issaquah because the I-90 doesn't get a ton of traffic like 405 does. I mean, there's traffic everywhere here, let's be honest, but it's not as bad on I-90. And so you can be in downtown Bellevue from Issaquah Highlands in about 25 minutes. And the average price of a single family home in Issaquah is gonna be about $1.3 million. Now, if you're going to live in the Issaquah Highlands neighborhood, that's gonna be a step up. You're probably looking at about $1.8 to $2 million for an average home there in that region. Another neighborhood that you wanna consider if you are a suburb person is Botthell. Now, Botthell is a fantastic place, especially near downtown Botthell. It's got some newer development happening there. You can get larger lots, a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of house, and there's some really beautiful nature trails in Botthell that they're redeveloping, and you can go kayaking on the slough there, you can go paddleboarding. It's a great place to live. There's a slogan when you enter into the city of Botthell. On the sign of the city, it says Botthell for a day or for a lifetime. My wife and I used to live in Botthell. We love this place. We have a big heart for it. For us, it was 7 years, but for some people, and a lot of people actually, they stay for a lifetime. When considering where to live, I would really strongly advise you to think about your commute time. You want to avoid neighborhoods that are going to have a long commute. Even if you're working remotely or part remotely right now, think about the long term. Are you going to be at that same job 5 years from now? Would you be wishing that you were a little bit closer to the hub? I would avoid neighborhoods that have long commute times. Neighborhoods like West Seattle, Mill Creek, Edmonds, and North Bend. These are just a bit too far from downtown Seattle and Bellevue, and I would highly advise you to keep your commute time to 30-ish minutes to maintain a good quality of life. Those neighborhoods that I just mentioned, they're beautiful, but they can lead to much longer commute times and significantly impact your daily routine. For more more details on these neighborhoods, feel free to check out my social media accounts below. And if you're confused at all, feel free to reach out to me. You can text me on the number below. You can reach out to me on my website at chapmanhomeshq.com. And if you are considering a move to Seattle, I would love to help you navigate your next right move, especially if it's in the tech sector. So don't hesitate. I get people all the time that are calling me, reaching out, and I'd love to help you. Now, don't be a stranger. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Just click that below so that you can get notified of all future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I just wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm Matthew Chapman. I am a realtor here in the greater Seattle area. I'm the founder of Chapman Homes. I'm a top tier agent here, and I've helped hundreds of buyers relocate to this region. So if you're considering a move, don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help you discern your next right thing.